Now we're briefly going to look at some of the areas that feature the story examples and provide useful information. We're not going to spend a lot of time there because other parts of this program describe how to use those features, and you can load the story examples yourself. Just to give you an idea though, let's take a look at some of them, and we'll begin over here in characters. The first thing you'll notice is that in the story examples, all of the principal characters have been represented by icons, along with their name. And if you double-click on any one of them, you get an information window that tells you a lot about who the character is, and also lists their key dramatic components as well. Clicking on the More button gives you some additional information in some cases. In the Build Characters area, you can see all of the motivations, purposes, methodologies, and means of evaluation that have been assigned to the characters. And by clicking on any character's icon, you can see information about how they relate to the other characters in their same family of characteristics. Another key area is the Main and Obstacle character window. And here you can see all of the principal dynamics and issues which define the relationship between the main character, who represents the audience position in the story, and the obstacle character who pressures them. Returning to the main Dramatica desktop, we can look at the plot progression for Hamlet. And here you can see all the key signposts and journeys for all 4 essential through lines that gives you a really good idea of how to get from the beginning to the middle to the end of your story. The theme browser gives you an opportunity to see how thematic topics played a role in Hamlet. First of all, we can see that the main character's domain, Hamlet's domain, is psychology. Well, clearly here's a guy who thinks too much. That much is clear. If we double-click to get a little more detail, we can see that the main character's second signpost in plot progression is being. And as we all know, there's that famous speech about that point in the drama, to be or not to be. By zooming in and zooming out into the specific areas of your interest, you can get a real understanding of how thematic topics come to play in this story and in your story.